Hey everybody, welcome back to One Crit Blunders Elsewhere. It's been a long time coming, and it has been a long time trying to get this particular group of folks together. If you notice, there's a whole bunch of new faces. So that means a new story. Haha. Except for Zurich. Yay.
I'm blind to
Yep, that was
everything
the reception I was expecting. Everyone hates me. So thank you all very much for coming to play. Thank you all for tuning in to listen or watching on the YouTubes. Make sure to like and subscribe, all that good stuff. We are also on the TikToks, so make sure to check that out. And we are now proud to present that we are part of the Goat Gaming Syndicate. That is on Discord and on TikTok, so definitely check that out for sure. That is a humongous network of 1% D&D, 99% everything else, 100% tabletop role-playing. So check it out. It's good stuff. Lots and lots of games. All right. So is everybody ready to die? I mean, play?
Always.
Play and die.
Well,
both.
I think
Good point. Good point.
this is I think this is a prime opportunity to go around and let everybody introduce themselves and their characters, except Zurich. You stay in the basement.
I like that I'm on the bottom of the screen. It just like drives that point home.
You are exiled. You
Let
were
me ask
left.
my friends on my left and right. Oh,
Oh,
Yeah, they did laugh. They left for good. They ran away. So we're going to start off with the character Artax, played by Tony. Hello there, sir. Can you say a little bit about your character?
Sure. So Artax is a bronze dragonborn paladin of Bahamut. And I guess he's been wandering the wastes. And he carries with him the last one of the last tomes of Bahamut.
Noise. Blizzard in the desert. Makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
Next up on our cast, we have Ash, who is played by Ashley.
Hi.
Hello there. Can you give us
Ash.
a little tidbit about your character?
Ash is a high elf ranger. And let's see. She judges people by their actions and not their words.
That's fair. I feel like there's going to be a lot of judging happening. Zurich.
it's probably not great for me.
Next on this amazing cast, we have Dewdrop, played by Lacey.
Oh, that's me.
It is you.
Oh, I'm Lacey, and I use they them pronouns, but I will be playing Dewdrop, who uses she her. She is a paladin of Eldath, yeah, and she's half water genasi, half elf. Hence the weird watery name.
Half elf. It's like quarter elf.
Well, like half elf, half.
what's the ratio?
Yeah.
The ratio
Can
is
you give us
1/16.
the ancestry tree here.
her mother
Yeah.
was
Just in case we
her
get
mother
really
was a
thirsty.
hamster and her father drank elderberries.
Great reference.
And Whitting. Next up, we've got Chasm, who is played by Aaron.
Hi, that's me. I am a boring old regular human, and I'm a Way of Mercy monk specializing in poisons and healing and all that.
Nice. That's going to be fun. And then we have Pew Pew, who is played by Chris.
Hi there. Like he said, I'm Pew Pew, and he is a Kenku Soul Knife rogue, who is a science experiment to a bunch of things that we can get into later. But suffice to say, he does not like squid.
That's amazing.
Does not like squid. All right. Well, now that all the important people are out of the way, let's get this ball rolling, shall we? Oh no, wait. We have Zurich, played by David.
You can pretty much ignore me. I'm not that important right now.
Right.
Oh,
now.
you really want something? I am Zurich, disciple of Talos, bringer of, well, herald of storms right now. It's a title, really.
This is true. This is true. For the record, I know I'm going kind of hard here, but Zurich was one of my favorites.
Was.
All right, so without further ado, we're gonna get this story rolling. Now, first we need a slight recap of everything that happened in season 1, just to get us all caught up to right where we need to be. I'm going to give the most paraphrased version I possibly can. The world was bad. The prime minister was worse. Ruling out of the city of Camador, he was unbeknownst to his subjects. He was actually a beholder who was in polymorphed form, pulling the strings. And Zurich caught wind of this. In fact, the whole party did. But Zurich came up with a quick method of dispatching this beholder, which kept everyone's hands relatively clean. Through a ritual of Zurich's own design, they launched a nuclear missile, which destroyed the entire city of Camador and all of its residents. That pretty much sums that up. Now, one part of the story that we didn't get into a whole lot was that opposing the prime minister to great lengths was the enigmatic Omega. Nobody had ever met her before. They had only heard stories, and that she had her own, basically like her own militia that was after the prime minister and trying to bring down everything that he was building up. So once this happened, once the city was destroyed and the prime minister was dead, Omega sent word out to many of her agents, which brings us to this very moment. Chasm, Dewey, Ash, you are all standing in what can only be described as like an office of a building, but it is deep underground. Large, like paned glass windows all around. There's like a nice mahogany desk and everything. You all three are in this room just waiting for Omega to show up. So at this particular moment, you can go ahead and describe what your characters look like to each other.
Okay, I'll go first. So I want you to imagine a plague doctor outfit, but without the whole headgear. So we got black robes and stuff like that. And the notable, I guess, feature is on each of my hands. I have a gauntlet, essentially, that looks like syringes, that syringes come out of it, with tubes running up into the black cloak where it has a source that you don't know. On the side of my head, there's a white mask that just hangs out here, as it could be pulled really easily to cover my face or returned back. That's what I look like.
Right on.
Okay. So you'll see a fairly tall half elf, half water genasi. She's got like really dark hair that almost looks like water, and it's been put into little finger waves. And she is wearing just very simple clothing. Think aliens, like the clothes that Ripley was wearing. Like big pockets with big pants, tank top, you know, that kind of thing. And she's got a denim jacket tied around her waist.
Awesome. Ash?
I imagined a tall high elf with long hair and kind of a hooded tunic with tights and boots.
All right. Well, the three of you see each other standing there. Are you just kind of waiting in silence? Do you wish to say something to each other, or?
Are we all here for the same thing?
It would seem so.
It seems so.
Well, I don't know about y'all, but I've been here for a while, just waiting. So,
How long have we been waiting, by the way?
It's been about an hour.
Wonder how much longer we'll wait for.
I'm just gonna sit down. Well, it's been long enough already. My legs hurt.
There's like this really weird silence going on, and entering through the office door is this female wearing full plate mail that is dyed completely red. Her face is completely covered by a mask, and embedded in her forehead all the way across like a crown almost are multicolored gems. And she kind of strides in like, yeah, I own this piece, what's up? Takes her mask off, sets it on the table, and looks around at all of you. And when she does so, you can see that she has very gaunt features, like not quite skeletal, but she looks like she could be malnourished. Her skin is very yellow in color, and her eyes have like an orange tint to them. She takes a moment to survey all three of you and sighs. Well, it appears that you three are the only ones who survived this part of the war. Forgive me for jumping into a conversation mid-thought. Have a seat and we can discuss this a bit.
Dewey sits.
I'm already on the ground.
Right?
Ash sits.
As you may know, our directive was to destroy the Prime Minister, or rather, the beholder that was the Prime Minister, since he was one of the denizens that came from space. But our war has only just begun. His masters, those beyond the stars, the great old ones, are quite unhappy with what has happened here and are forcing all of their other agents all across the galaxy to tighten their hold on all of the planets that they currently reside upon. I have called you here because there are others like you who they were supposed to be here. They were supposed to meet me. But unfortunately, as fate likes to do, they are now hurtling through space, completely out of control on their ship. If they had have just come here, things would have been a little bit easier. But as I've learned with them, nothing goes the easy way.
But what happened? What sent them flying?
I'd imagine a
traveler.
pilot.
A traveler from beyond the stars crashed upon this planet. And the others found him before I could. Now they are in possession of his ship. They have no idea how to fly this ship. They were all born on this planet.
Some smart people. Very smart people.
That is an interesting choice of words.
So is this like a rescue mission, or you
Partly,
said they're
yes.
hurtling through space
Yes.
without a pilot?
At this immediate moment, I cannot do anything about it. Once you enter the phlogiston beyond our planets, gods and powers do not work. We must wait for them to land on another planet for me to be able to teleport you to them. I would like for
mean
you to
crash
No,
on another planet.
Correct. Yes. Crash. I would like for you first and foremost to make sure that they are alive. Second, join them in their cause. Whatever that might be, although it should be the eradication of all enemies in outer space. The mind flayers, the aboleths, the beholders, all of them from beyond the stars need to be destroyed so that the universe can be free. This is no small task. And it will be hard, but the rewards will be great.
When do we leave?
Does this... Perfect. Exactly what I was hoping you would say.
Look. I'm just a medic. I have poison. I have potions. By my knowledge, none of that kills gods or aboleths or whatever is out there.
But what about my arrows?
Are they god-killing arrows?
I don't know. I've never tried them on a gun.
There you go. I've never tried.
I got them at Walmart.
They were in the $5 bin.
I went to school to learn how to kill things like that, so I think I'm good.
Perfect.
We'll support you.
Follow that one.
What school was that?
Oh God, making me pull out my backstory already? 1 second. Let me pull up the file.
You can lie. I'm sorry.
You lie. It's all good.
I think it's the Eldath
Eli,
school, the
whatever.
one that all the paladins of Eldath go to. You know that
Sounds
one?
about right. While you
Okay.
while you were doing research, Omega begins doing a scrying spell to try and figure out where the ship is, where the rest of the group is. And as she sits there meditating for a moment, you can see one of the gems affixed to her forehead begins to glow softly. And she says, perfect. They've just landed.
Crashed.
And I use landed in the lightest sense of the word. Yes. Let us go check on them, shall we?
I guess.
She begins to chant and cast the dimensional portal spell that she knows. This takes a few moments, and as she's doing so, she almost seems like she's in a trance, this real deep, like she's not there right now. And as this is happening, the three of you notice dirt and soot is starting to fall from the ceiling. I need all of you to roll perception checks real quick.
Okay.
Perception checks.
It's D20 plus 4.
Let's see.
Oh wow, I can't see crap.
I have plus
Blind.
6. And what dice is that?
D20.
Okay. Do I click on a D20? Do I add a plus 6?
Mhm.
Okay. Like that?
Like that.
Great
Oh,
roll.
wow. Yeah, that is a fantastic roll.
Oh,
All right. So Ash, you notice. Well, let me start with the other two first. So while you're watching this dirt and things kind of falling on the ground, you notice the desk is shaking a little bit. Like it almost feels to you, to Dewdrop and Chasm, like there's some kind of seismic activity going on right now. Ash, with your amazing roll, you notice that the hair on everybody's arms, neck, hair, all like everywhere is kind of starting to stand up. Like there's a lot of static suddenly happening in the room.
Oh. That's strange.
Does anyone have any idea what's going on? Never done this before.
I don't know that you're going to be the nat 20 over there.
Feels like there's static everywhere.
Static, okay. Static. Schoolgirl, what does static mean?
So like when you get like a balloon or something, or like latex or something, and like you rub it up against your hair, and your hair goes all straight.
Yes, I know what static electricity is. I just meant in magic.
Oh,
what does this mean?
May I roll an Arcana check?
Absolutely.
Okay, I have a +4 to those. Cool. Lord. All right.
I'm not gonna lie. Every time Dewdrop starts to speak, I'm immediately transported to Walmart thanks to Zero. Like I feel like this is all of this is happening in a Walmart right now.
You got desks on aisle 5 over there.
And arrows on aisle 6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Arcana check of 15. You don't know the spell exactly. Like you can't quite pinpoint what spell it is, but you do know that this school is evocation, which typically evocation means damage.
Great. Dewey is gonna pull out her shield and just kind of be like, y'all, it's evocation magic, which is, sparky boom pow. So y'all might want to find some cover.
Is there a pillar? Is there a pile of rocks or anything I can jump behind here?
Just the desk.
Is the desk? Is it one of those? Is there an underneath the desk part?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm going under that.
Can I follow you? Is there room?
I don't know. Yeah, because you're like what, 6 foot or something like that, or
Yeah.
yeah. So we got two.
Yeah,
medium-sized.
Yeah, two. We'll say you two can fit under there. Dewdrop has shield at the ready. Omega's still chanting and meditating. Lightning bolts begin shooting from a singular point in the room, which grows and spreads open like a tear. Through the tear, since Dewdrop, you're the only one kind of standing out with your shield up and everything, you can see beyond the tear there is a just sea of stars and blackness and a floor that appears to be made out of some kind of wood. And emerging from this tear across the wood are 3 illithids, 3 mind flayers. They are storming into this room, drawing their weapons. They got the what about Zoidberg going on, and they're like, and the first one through with the nat 20 immediately prison shanks Omega, who stops chanting and falls to the floor. What do you do?
Pew Pew appears to be yelling, but maybe like a silent yell.
So can
Little
we
silent.
under the
I'm
table
just- I'm
see
a
this,
little
or
freaked out.
are we just
Yeah, there you
it's
go.
locked? No, we
No.
cannot see this.
Yes.
Okay.
Ash and Chasm, you are oblivious to what is happening right now, other
Okay.
than there was a lot of lightning crackles and suddenly like the sound of a body hitting the floor.
Um,
That didn't sound good.
Dewey is gonna be like, y'all, I need your help, and is gonna take her halberd and strike at the nearest illithid.
Smart.
Good choice of weapon.
It is a good
you.
choice of weapon. I appreciate that choice.
Should I roll to attack?
Yeah. Roll
Okay.
roll that attack. Get after it. Oh, okay.
Go on, get. Get.
Yeah.
Yeah, get.
So with a dirty 20, you run one of the smaller illithids, jab your halberd in and push it back through the portal.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll damage on that guy.
All right.
He takes 11 points of damage.
11. Oh, yeah.
11.
It spurts like inky black blood out of its tendrilled mouth as it falls back through the portal onto the deck of the ship.
Do I have one attack or two? I have 2 attacks. I'm
I was
gonna
gonna say,
attack
I think
another
you-
one.
I think you have 2 now.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack another one because I forgot that I'm a level 10 paladin.
Yeah.
Roll that down.
Paladin.
Oh, that's a D12.
Yeah, that's the,
Does a
Oh.
22 hit?
that hits the other one. Yes.
Sweet. I'm gonna roll damage on that guy too. Slice and dice
Oh
him.
my goodness.
Told y'all I knew how to handle these things. Check on Omega. Make sure she's all right.
Okay. Who's up next?
Dewdrop calls to you too. It's just kind of like a free,
Oh, okay.
like just what are you doing? Just go for it.
All right, I'm gonna peek up over this desk thing and see
Okay.
and see the squiddly people and the woman on the ground, and I'm going to slide the mask up after a heavy sigh, and then slide the mask over my face. At which point, I immediately stand just straight up, just fully broad, and I'm going to sprint right towards the lady on the ground.
Okay.
Can I reach her? Or what's
Oh
the...
yeah. She's probably 15 feet away, maybe.
Okay. Can I do a medicine check to see how she's doing there?
Yep.
All right. That's a D20 plus 8. D20 plus 8. 24. How's she doing?
So she has not taken any significant damage, but she is in the process of bleeding.
In the process.
So she's taking a little bit of damage every so often.
Okay. So that check is probably my action. So that's all I can pretty much do
Alrighty.
there, right?
Ash, what are you doing in all this chaos?
So I'm wondering if I should go to Omega 2 and be the backup.
Back up to the backup.
Yep.
All right. So you proceed over. Are you gonna try and attack one of these squid face guys, or?
I'll try it.
All right.
I haven't used a bow and arrow before.
Okay. So you're just going to roll your d20 plus your attack modifier.
Let's see. What's the attack modifier? Where's it?
Let's see if I can assist. Should be in the middle of the sheet where your weapons are listed.
Okay, I see hit plus 11.
Yep,
and-
that's your attack modifier.
Okay, so a d20 and a hit plus 11.
Yep, d20 plus 11.
Okay.
Computers.
Okay.
There we go. Did you roll?
Yeah, it says
I thought
21.
I heard it. My computer freaked out for a minute. There we go. Okay. So yes, your arrow hits. Go ahead and roll the damage for that.
Damage 1d8 plus 5 piercing. 1d8 plus 5. Is that 1d8 plus 5? It says plus 5 piercing. Do I add plus 5 here? Or is that
Yeah, you
something
just
else?
roll your 1d8 and add 5 to it.
Okay.
All right. So with your damage roll of 11, you shoot the Illithid that had stabbed Omega with a well-placed arrow. It stumbles back as blood kind of starts soaking into its strange colored robes. And as it falls through the portal, it's caught by another Illithid on the other side. And it's at this moment that Dewdrop and Ash, you can see that there's many more Illithids on this ship that are going to come through. Omega says to Chasm, "Lift me to my feet. I must get us out of here."
And
Strength check.
strength check. Okay.
While that's happening, may I channel divinity?
Sure.
I'm going to use my action, Abjure the Extraplanar. So Dewdrop grabs a necklace that she's wearing and holds it forward. And any aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, or fiend within 30 feet of me that can hear me must make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
If it has, I'll tell you what happens if it fails or survives.
All right. We've got, what's the DC?
So it is, the DC is 15. So it
Okay.
looks like 2 of those guys are gonna pass.
There are
So on a failed save, the creatures are turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage. And a turned creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from me as it can, and it cannot willingly end its move in a space within 30 feet of me. For its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, it can take the dodge action.
right on. So yeah, actually all of them except for one begin scattering. The one that passed is dragging its injured friend back across the deck. At this immediate moment, all of them are occupied. So nobody's coming through the portal right this second, but you can assume that with a ship that large, there's more down below that are probably going to be coming up. So Chasm, I need that strength check to get Omega to her feet.
Well, before that, can I do something? I have my Hand of Healing action, which I want to heal her. Can I attempt to do
Okay.
that before I try and pick her up in case she can do it? So the Hand of Healing is I spend 1 key point to touch a creature, and they restore 1d6 plus 4 hit points. So that's 1d6 plus 4. There you go. That is 6 hit points she's getting back. And what
Nice.
happens essentially is I kind of like cock back my right arm, and the syringes on the gauntlet kind of fill with this yellowy liquid. And I essentially punch her right where she's got this wound. And the
Nice.
syringes eject forward and basically kind of stab into her. If you've ever seen Scarecrow gauntlets, that's what I'm going for. Anyways, they go right in, the liquid ejects, and that's the healing. And then can I try and help her up?
Yep.
Okay, so I'll do that strength check, which was, I have nothing, so that's just a d20 with nothing. Ooh, 7. I am weak. I'm a weak man.
That is still enough to get her
Yes.
stable, like to where she could stand up. pained and labored, she continues her spell, finishes it, and a portal opens that leads directly into the astral plane. Everyone, into the portal.
Yeah, I follow.
Okay.
I'm silent, but I'm just dragging her with me. Just
Yeet!
pulling
Yeet ourselves
Like-
into the portal.
pretty harshly. I got no bedside manner here. That's the word. I'm just freaking yanking
works.
it through and going.
That works. All right. So the three of you leap through the portal. In the city of Alterac, on the planet of Athos, desert rules, desert power. Sand, more often than not, blows through the air, sometimes ripping flesh straight off of the bone. There is very few places to seek refuge in this completely hostile environment. But in the town of Alterac, Pew Pew and Artax have managed to find a watering hole. The two of you have been working in Alterac for probably a month now, maybe a little more, maybe a little less. It's hard to tell on a planet that the sun stays up almost all the time. But you have been working under the dwarf named Rotan Vor. He is the head of the Wavir trade post, which pretty much he's like the dwarven version of Watto. He kind of runs everything. He's kind of greedy when it comes to that kind of stuff. But this particular day, he has sought you both out rather than calling for you. As all three of you are standing in the bar, he does something completely out of character and brings you both a drink. Sitting down at the table with you, he says, "Well, boys, I've got a problem, and I need you two to solve it for me."
I'm listening.
He stares at the bird, the chicken bird.
Sorry, you cut out. Could you say that intro line again?
Which part?
Definitely the chicken bird part.
Definitely chicken bird. Basically, Rotan Vor is a dwarf who runs the Wavir trade post.
Sorry, guys, I've been losing everything. What's going on?
Uh-oh. All right. Are we back? Are we
Just the
going?
opening line. His opening line. I heard everything else.
Okay, perfect. So, boys,
I'm good. I just
I've
when he opened his mouth, that's where I lost you.
I've got a problem, and I'm hoping that you two can help me solve it. I sent some laborers out into the desert. They're going to check out some ship that just crashed into the sand ridge out there. But unfortunately, a storm kicked up. I need you to go check on our commodities, make sure that they're all still alive, and help them with that ship. Take anything that's not bolted down.
Pew Pew is listening, but he's dipping his beak into the drink as he's like a bird and just kind of.
Yeah, he's like that bird that the water.
He's sippy chickening the drink.
Yeah.
While looking at him very intently.
Oh boy! So he's just gonna internalize for a second,
All right. Jeez, if you're gonna twist my arm about it, if you go out there and make sure that we get our stuff, I'll cut you in for whatever we sell off of the ship, but I'll also give you 1,000 credits.
Pew Pew mimics his exact words to Artax and goes, 1,000 credits.
Yes, that is quite a considerable amount. What are we waiting for?
Pew Pew then guzzles the rest of his drink very awkwardly with a beak, sets it
Yeah.
down, and gets up and ready to go.
I don't have lips. All right.
Come now, Pew. There's people out there that need our help.
Help!
Oh, this is going to be awesome. I can tell already. The two of you strike off into the desert, heading southeast towards the sand ridge. It's not super far from the town for people that know how to get there. Unfortunately, the wind has picked up so much that the trail that the laborers had used or that you would be following has been completely covered over. But luckily, the two of you have lived here before, so go ahead and roll survival checks.
Survival.
Checks.
Survival. That's going to be. Okay. Oh no.
Hey, nat 20.
Oh.
There it is. I'm sorry.
Oops.
I'm starting to view Pew Pew now more as like the Roadrunner.
Oh, I got a 22.
There you go. The two of you are doing just fine, even with the sand
Aces.
blowing through. It is about 120 degrees Fahrenheit outside, but this is just another day on Athos.
Oh yeah.
After a while, you can see in the distance a spacecraft that has landed, skidded along the ground for approximately a mile, and then rolled a few times and came to rest upside down.
A sound landing.
Touchdown! Unfortunately,
bird
you
laughs.
do not see any of the laborers.
Pew pew bird.
Like a seagull.
You said it, Pew Pew. Let's go quickly.
Quickly and he like gets down and he like taps Artax like, get stealthy, and like.
Oh yeah, like by the way, Artax is wearing like plate armor and he's got like a cloak to keep it from burning him, like the sun from burning him. He's not. Well, I mean, like we can try stealthy. I mean, we could always try it.
You might
Pew
get
like
a nat
gives you a
20.
once over, rolls his eyes, and goes a little forward in front of you to take point and stealthily approach.
Roll stealth check.
Oh, good grief!
Okay.
This will work.
25.
Wow. Okay.
No.
So Pew Pew's doing all right.
Now I can't remember if it's slash roll or if it's it's slash roll. Okay, so a 19 or a 17. There's going to be a 17.
Yep. But that's still really good. Somehow you are sneaking in plate mail. I'm kind of gobsmacked. So you two are sneaking up on this ship. Again, you don't see any of the laborers, but you do see that there are some tracks that are all around where it appears a wagon could have stopped. They are small, like very small lizard-like feet. And as you two are looking at this and trying to figure out what's going on here, the wind kind of swirls up almost like a dust devil for a second, and 3 people spill out into the sand.
I immediately draw my great sword and like get ready for a big old swing.
Pew Pew's beak just kind of opens up and Well, he doesn't know what to do.
Oh no! So Dewdrop, Ash, and Chasm, you are immediately blinded by the sun of a desert planet. Your mouth is filled with sand. You're just covered. It's like if you were to face plant into a snowbank, but it was made of sand. Kind of scrambling for a minute in the hot sand, you see a dragonborn drawing a great sword on you, and a bird who is surprised.
Easy there, interlopers. Knight, where did you come from?
Who are y'all calling interlopers?
Pew, pew,
I'm
pew,
calling
her.
you. Yeah. That would be you. You sort of just appeared.
Yeah, I don't really have a good explanation for that. You'd have to ask Omega about that.
Omega.
She's the hurt one.
Sand everywhere.
Saying the impact, my mask has slid off.
I hate sand.
Pew Pew goes up to the mask and kind of points at it because it kind of looks like him.
Yes, Pew Pew. It does look like you. Ha ha!
Be careful now. That's important, and I'm gonna try and like push you away and like kind of
Pew
like
Pew
one
immediately
hand is
stops and
like
goes, "Import,"
Easy
and
now.
limits your
He doesn't
import.
like to be touched.
my mask
Slinks
doesn't like
back
to
and
be
he looks a
touched
little
either.
sad.
While you all are doing this, I need you to roll a perception check real quick.
Okay.
While you all are having this lovely banter.
Now I
I
can
rolled
see.
damage.
I mean-
Sorry.
You stared at him so hard he took physical damage.
Oh, I got
My
a nat
corneas.
20.
Oh no.
That's a 28.
Oh no, our table.
It's broken.
I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to roll that. I have to get a wait. Perception is 6.
Yep.
Plus 6.
So we got what? A 28, a nat 20, 19.
Oh.
Is that what you said? 19? 22?
I believe actually the nat 20 doesn't count because I rolled damage and then I accidentally clicked the roller button twice. So I actually only rolled a 12.
Oh, I see. Okay. I didn't scroll up far enough. Okay.
You rolled a natural 20 in honesty. You know what? That's more important.
Says the paladin. Oh wait, you're a paladin too. Yay! So yeah, you're kind of distracted with everything that's going on right this moment at time, but all the rest of you hear like a low kind of soft groaning coming from inside of the ship, like someone is hurt.
Pew Pew runs forward to help.
You're gonna jump up onto
runs to the groaning to help him.
All right.
Yeah, but if there's someone that's injured, Artax is going to head off that way too.
All right, so they're out. Bye. What's everybody else doing?
I'm walking slowly there while shaking the sand out of my mask.
Nice. Ash, you following?
Yeah. While also shaking the sand out of my hood.
There you go. So Dewey, everybody's just kind of like walking away all of a sudden.
We're
Yeah,
going to the sound of the groaning voice.
Dewey's actually going to check for Omega inside of the ship first.
Yeah.
All right. Well, luckily, the groaning is coming from inside of the ship. You do not find any sign of Omega, however, but all of you come to what appears to be like a cabin door that is, the ship's upside down, so it's like up by the ceiling, and that is where the groaning is coming from.
Gordon!
Can Pew Pew climb up to the cabin door and press the open button?
You can certainly give me a strength or a athletics check.
Can I roll
Climb on up there.
acrobatics?
Where are you?
Athletics.
Get me out!
I'm very
Working on it.
strong. I can muscle this. I got a +6 to strength checks.
8. 8 athletics.
Oh, I was gonna be like, can I be like assisting him? You're like, come on, Pew Pew, you've got it, little.
So you're trying to hoist Pew Pew up, but his little chicken fingers are just kind of like scratching on the wall. They're like he's not
Aw.
actually working.
Your feet are not an evolutionary advantage. Damn it!
Advantage.
Advantage. Oh.
You said that there was a what that had fallen across the cabin door? Or is it just that the door's stuck?
The door is so the entire ship is upside down.
Mhm.
So the
Oh.
door itself is like up at the ceiling, essentially. You all
Has
are
someone changed the gravity controls? Computer! Oh, fuck. Not even.
Dewey is gonna position herself immediately under the door and look over at Chasm and Ash and just be like, I think whoever's inside of that cabin there is gonna fall out whenever they open the door. So if one of y'all want to help me catch him.
You there,
Okay.
big sword man.
Oh, you must be mean. Yes.
Yes, big sword man. You help her catch it. I'm not good at this. And I'm just gonna walk away.
All right. Let's do this.
nothing happened.
Pew Pew still standing awkwardly on his shoulders, kind of just gets down, very like.
So Zurich, when you
Backs
attempt
off.
to open the door,
Oh no, that's I'm not attempting to open the door. That is my dexterity save.
oh, okay. So when the door is attempted to be opened, there is no power to the ship, unfortunately. So it appears that the door is locked somehow. And
How
while
far
everybody is plotting and thinking to themselves and getting ready to catch this mystery person, from down one of the dark hallways, you hear what sounds like for lack of a better term, it sounds like a metal nail or a metal claw clinking on the ground. Ka-ching,
Pew Pew hides.
ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Looking down the hall, you see the reflection. Yeah, pretty close to that. You see a reflection of a single red light getting closer and closer and closer.
Okay.
Hides.
I'm-
Pew
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 hides.
I'm gonna look at the
Roll
Where
stealth
are you
check.
hiding? Where do you hide?
Under the desk! Under the desk!
You have no desk here.
So Artax is gonna look over Dewdrop and then be like, and then like walk forward to whatever this sound is, like sword at the ready, and he's gonna be like,
That's a 30.
let's see here. Oh, merciful dragon father, grant me your divine protection, and then cast protection from evil on myself.
Nice.
I'm hiding with the bird, even if it potentially blows his cover. Because if I'm not good,
I rolled
I'm
a 30. I'm fine.
I'm just following you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pew Pew basically like fades from existence.
Just Homer in the bushes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dewdrop, Ash, what are you two doing?
Oh, there's my hide.
Dewey is gonna follow in Artax's footsteps and pull out her holy symbol and just kind of be like, "Oh, Eldath, You've helped me through many things before. I'd like to have your divine favor once more so I can kick somebody's ass. And she's going to cast divine favor on herself.
Nice. Okay. Okay, Ash, what are you doing?
I'll stay with Dewey.
Okay. The three of you creep down the hall further into the darkness towards this red light, which seems to stop as you get closer. When you get just a little bit closer, it begins walking towards you again. When it comes out into the light, what you see before you is a sphere made of metal with a single camera lens in the center of it that has a red light inside. 4 spider-like legs stick out from its body, and you can see next to its lens it has like this dent of a corner, like somebody hit this thing with an axe, but it didn't break through the metal.
This poor thing. It's lame.
Yup.
Oh, come here, little fella.
It walks over. Tink, 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 tink.
All of that mystery for one overblown gonk droid. All
I'm
right.
gonna put my sword back. I'm gonna pick it up.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna like put my sword away, then like pick it up. I'm like, look at this thing.
There's someone out there! Hello!
I'll whisper to
Oh, what's
really-
Our
that?
cover's blown.
Pew Pew.
Gordon!
Suppose it'll explode.
I'm gonna, like,
So
Give it a
Kesman
little
and Pew
shake
Pew, the two of
and
you
listen
were
to it.
hiding back by the door, and you can hear whoever's inside is calling out random names. Artex, when you shake the little droid, like its legs kind of flip around, like you hear it sounds like there's a penny or something inside of it rattling around. It's just like
all right, we'll worry about that later. Hey, you wouldn't be able to get up there and open that door, would you?
meow.
I'm gonna take that as a maybe.
Tries flailing its little legs.
And like, so yeah, I'm gonna take it back up to them. I'm like, hey, look what I found. Show off everyone. And
I found a critter.
yeah,
Aw.
see if it can open up the door. I'm gonna like, go on, little one. Open the door. Yes. I have no idea.
So it promptly walks across the ceiling proper, which is what you all are standing on,
Oh yeah, yeah.
climbs up the wall to the door, hits the access pad, and the door opens up.
That, my friends, that is a companion.
Who's out
From the
there?
shadows, there is an enormous sigh. Pew, pew.
Do you come in peace down
It is a
there?
worthless life form.
We come in multiple pieces. There's like 5 of us.
You're all dead.
No, I mean, I think I misunderstood what the question was you were asking.
Do you come with the intention to kill me?
Do you intend to kill us?
Not yet.
Easy,
Then-
friend.
We are not yet intending to kill you.
I am a representative of justice and good above all.
I can work with that.
Above
All
all.
right, watch out. Zurich leaps down.
What does he
Okay.
look like?
Before you stands what can only be described as a 6 foot tall dwarf wearing basically a half plate mail armor with a cloak and a spear on his back. Well, why are you here? And where's Gwendolyn? And Sir Thomas? And the small one?
Pew Pew kind of raises his hand when you say small one.
And I'm like, push it down, like, no. Don't come out.
You're not wrong. Noted.
I
What?
don't think he means these littles.
No, those things. Well, we use them. Where's what was it? Lamb, Mal, the metallic guy. Wait, before I ask that, where are you from? Have you been in the ship this whole time and we just didn't realize it?
What's the name of the planet that we were just bamboozled from?
I like that you use that word. That would be Terrathil.
Well, I'm from Terrathil. I met those two from Terrathil as well, and we just got attacked by like Illithids and mind flayers, and now we're here because a spooky lady made a portal.
Except for me and Pew Pew there. We're from this planet.
What is your name, not Pew Pew?
I am Artax.
Good. So were you three then in Commodore?
Were we?
No.
Yeah, we're really kind.
No, you weren't.
Good, I don't have to kill you then.
Good.
Well. So why are you all here then? Surely it's not to meet me.
Pew Pew opens his mouth and says, 1,000 gold. Say,
I'm not gonna give you 1,000 gold. Whoever sent you on this terrible mission did not even consult me or my associates, and I surely am not gonna be stuck paying for whatever nonsense you were sent here for.
Do you know
Deep
Omega?
down looks sad.
Oh, 1 gold, here you go.
Perks right up, happily takes it and waves at you.
You don't have to wave, you're 3 feet away from me.
Nods.
Sir, do you know a woman named Omega has some gems embedded in her forehead?
Doesn't look very healthy.
Omega, you say?
Yeah, kind of jaundiced looking skin.
So you've met her then?
Yeah,
Likes
she was
getting
the spooky
shanked by
lady that
mind
just...
flayers.
Yeah, she was the spooky
She
lady. that
likes
just told us
mind
to.
flayers, is that what you just said? She likes them?
Being shanked by mind flayers.
Okay.
I don't think she liked it.
I'm being facetious, schoolgirl. They should have taught you that at your school.
I need that on a t-shirt.
Well then, this is quite the predicament. See, a long time ago, I was sent to meet with Omega, me and my associates. However, things got weird, and now we're here. So, if you've met Omega, what did she tell you to do?
She told us that there was a ship that was careening through space without a pilot, and that we needed to link up with them and do our very level best to complete the mission of the eradication of all enemies in space.
Sounds about right.
Is what she
Pew
wants.
Pew just kind of slowly turns and cocks his head.
Doesn't make any sense to me either, little bird.
Well, I'm hearing all enemies, so seeing as how you all were entrusted with her somewhat divine, I guess, authority, not so much divine, I should say, probably just regular authority, really, then we should probably do her bidding so as to get closer to her, and then, eventually, So, Artax, Pew Pew, you weren't part of this quorum. What say you? Are you in? Are you going to join us in our apparent very important mission that doesn't really matter?
Very important mission.
That was good. That was a good impression. Here's another gold. You keep it up.
Laughs.
If it involves the eradication of evil, I'm in.
Eradication, yes. Evil, we'll wait to see.
I'm not here to eradicate innocence. Just
Definitely not innocence.
I'm in
Not.
agreement with the other
We
paladin.
protect the innocent.
We protect the innocent unless the bad guy's really, really bad.
Ooh.
What?
Where's the gray area?
Well, if
So-
you're looking for a gray area, I think we just found it. What did you say your name was again, Mr. Gray Area?
I didn't, but that's okay. Let us
There
finish it
is
together.
no gray area when one brings honor and forbearance for oneself.
I like
You're
that.
not wrong. There's always a choice to be made, and it's never lukewarm. But there's always prices that must be weighed one against the other to make that choice. And that's more tough than gray, I should say. So,
Now, one
we
thing
all
that I'm
here.
gonna have to DM interject and make a point about here real quick is that while all of this has been going on, every single one of you that has been talking to Zurich notice that one of his eyes has been closed the entire time, and there's like dried blood kind of coming out from under the lid and down his cheek.
Oh, is he
ew.
that
PP like points to his eye and like points to Zurich is like,
I agree, Pew Pew. This is most unseemly. And I'm gonna cast walk up to him and like lay on hands.
But you don't want to do that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll get it. Hold on. And then I cast one of the healing spells I know.
Pops like a grape out, puts it in his mouth. Ta-da!
Ew.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry about that. Forgot. I was more concerned with getting out than fixing that.
So,
Sorry, I didn't mean to
trying
gross you out.
Trying to cast a heal spell on your eye does not work. You actually have no damage to heal. Your eye is kind of like
Sewn shut.
glued shut.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Alright,
you
let me
had to
take a look
clean
at
it
that.
to get your eye open and all that.
I mean, I can
Sorry.
definitely help you with that. It kind of looks a little icky.
It's fine. I
A
just
little
need
bit
to
of
clean up some
hygiene
of the.
maintenance goes a long way.
Indeed, but in the crash and
Here's the thing,
you know.
sir. Here's the thing. If that's infectious in any way, shape, or form, I really don't want to catch it. And I've had my share of pink eye. I had siblings. So I would like. Could we clean that for you?
No, that's why it's not. It's not an infection. I don't think, but it's not contagious, and that's for certain.
I don't know you from Adam, but I think I'm going to take your word for it.
PPU's
Thank
just
you.
kind of dabbing some water on a rag and kind of like a doting mom just kind of tapping at it. Like,
trying to
Trying to
I
get a
don't-
little smuts. Just
I
trying
feel
to-
like if I call attention to this, it's only going to get worse. So I'm just Artax, is that should I just let him do this and he'll stop?
I just find that if you let it happen, he'll finish when he's done.
I'm gonna
Words to live by.
just gonna lean over
What
and
do you-
I'm like pointing out which places Pew Pew should dab. Stuff like that. Like you want to go a little like
So-
deeper in there, and I'm like giving him advice of like triage.
completely following his instructions.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Yeah,
Right.
I appreciate
So you
it. Thanks
do-
for
there.
the cleanup
You
there.
get the blood cleaned up enough that Zurich is able to open his eye.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
Is it
I was-
Pop.
Is it a normal eye?
No,
Please let
it's
me
not a
cyborg
normal eye. He opens him eyeball, and where there should be an eye is instead a swirling nebula of stars and space. And everybody can roll a religion check if you so
Alright.
choose.
I'm good at those.
Has
He would have
anyone
no
ever
idea.
told you your eyes are dreamy?
I haven't gotten that enough,
Slowly
no.
puts the rag away.
That was 17. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I think I'm actually
Alright.
good at these. Holy smokes! Yeah, okay.
So far, so good.
So, while you guys are gazing adamantly about my face here, I got Artax and Pew Pew. What was your name? One. The other one? You. You. Up there.
Howdy. My name's Dewdrop. Most folks just call me Dewey. You can call me Dewey if you'd like. My friends do.
Dewey pops up. Pew pew.
Hi, Pew Pew. Nice to meet you. I don't think we've actually formally introduced ourselves, anyone. But
Pew pew opens his mouth to introduce himself, but instead of hearing the words pew pew, you hear what I can only describe as the AT-AT pew pew like noise.
Ka-ching, ka-ching.
Yeah, and then he like kind of bird smiles at you.
Can I get that again? One more time.
Just does it again.
One more time.
Oh, it's the onomatopoeia, like pew pew. Oh, like an actual.
Yeah, it's his
Okay.
onomatopoeia of the
He-
AT-AT fire blaster.
I got you.
Yeah, the laser blasters, the
I got you. I got you.
the ones that murder all the Ewoks.
Well, a pleasure to meet you. What about you? One with a mask?
The mask isn't on right now, by the way.
No, but it's definitely not on your face. It's still there though, so it warrants calling out.
Chasm, like the crack in the ground, but spelt different.
Pleasure to meet you. And you there? What's your name?
Oh, me?
Yes.
My name is Ash, like the tree.
Pleasure to meet you, Ash. What are your deals? What do you do? I see you have a great sword. And you're a bird. You have a halberd. Good choice of weapon there. Not far off from the trusty spear. What about you two? What do you do?
I have a bow.
Oh,
Bow and
good.
arrow.
Good. And you?
I punch things and heal people and poison people.
Can you do that all at the same time?
In quick succession, but not at the same time, I'm afraid.
We'll work on that. All right. Well, let's see here. All right. So we're at the ship. Are there any settlements around town? Or around the area, I should say. Towns
Pew
specifically.
pew perks up, nods, and just points to the direction they came from.
Pew Pew's right. There's a settlement not too far from here. We may be able to seek shelter.
Does that settlement happen to have a name?
Yes, it's
Altarock.
Alterock.
Altarock. Yeah, that explains why I couldn't remember it.
All right. Let me.
How easy is it to get to some of the storage areas by the bridge?
It's easy.
I am trying to get to the sealed canisters that Sir Thomas told me weren't anything.
So before we do that real quick, everybody rolled high enough to know that the swirling nebula eye and like eye socket thing is a trademark description of the god of storms, Talos.
Worship Talos! Oh.
Why, yes, you should, but we don't need to get into that now.
And Zurich marches off towards the storage areas.
You're welcome to come.
I'm gonna follow him.
Pew
I'm
pew
gonna
toddles along.
sneak, though. I'm gonna sneak. He doesn't
Always be
know I'm
sneaking.
following him.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up the little robot thing and take him with me and be like, "Come, little fella," and then see what kind of things I can steal here. I mean, not steal.
Pew pew kind of narrows his eyes at the robot, like a little jealously.
And Artax is just totally oblivious to it, like just saunters over. Oh, what's in here?
All right, so Dewey is sneaking. All
I only
right.
got an 11. 12 if you count the +1.
So I mean, you think you're sneaking.
Dewey's tiptoeing, but with every step, it's like chink, 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 as like all of the metal,
like clacking two pot lids together, like clunk, clunk. All right, so Zurich, you get to the first or to the main storage area. Now, one thing I got to point out is that while you all are in this ship, there is no power, there's no life support or anything like that. So basically, as you're walking around, this thing's getting hotter and hotter. Like it's like a car with no AC in the desert. Okay. It was 120 outside. It's probably easily 160, 180 right now. And it's just getting hotter. When you get to the first storage area, you see that half of it is completely gone. Like those canisters that Sir Thomas told you not to touch exploded during the crash.
Well, drat. They're all gone.
Yes.
Was there anything else salvageable here?
There are a few laser weapons left.
Ash, how much do you like your bow and arrow?
I like it pretty much. I mean, it's my weapon.
Based on my very finite experience with these, you're probably going to want this. I hand one to her, and I'm assuming there's a battery pack next to it.
Yep.
When it runs out, this is your ammunition.
You're just like, what?
Okay,
I'm
what
like,
is this?
it's a much better bow and arrow. I'm just like pilfering through stuff to try and equip everyone with anything better than what they have.
Okay. And I'll make sure to get that out to everybody before we do our next session, so that we can handle that. So basically, you scrounge this place for everything that you can, and then
we need water credits, right?
Huh? Water credits.
Credits.
Artax, I will also give you a list of anything that you have pilfered. And that way you can try and sell it back at the town. Now, the next question I have for you all is, are you heading back to the town to try and rest and recuperate, or are you going to continue to try and find those laborers that got lost?
Pew Pew's going after the laborers, or he'd like to.
Does everyone know that the body starts to die at 104 degrees?
I don't know what you're talking about. I find this weather much enjoyable.
104 degrees.
Says the lizard.
You know, I'm kind of like a water genasi, so I'm not used to this much heat. I am
First
struggling.
can't sweat, but he is not comfortable right now.
Let us
Dewey's looking
let
like
us leave.
SpongeBob. Like
Someone
I
looks
don't
at Dewdrop
need it.
like,
Let us depart before Dewdrop evaporates.
if someone drinks her.
I'm assuming the way you all came in is probably the quickest way out. Yes.
Yes, just follow us. Come, Pew Pew. Let us lead the charge.
Pew Pew hands his water skin to Dewdrop first, and then follows.
Is that technically like cannibalism if you drink that?
ooh,
Just asking a question. Let's go.
Oh god. Okay.
asking the hard questions.
I am
So
not
it does
water.
It
Life
does not
needs
take
things to
too
live.
long to arrive back at Alterac. You are immediately greeted by the awaiting dwarf, who
I would like to
doesn't
grab
seem like he's.
the hood ornament off the front of the ship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a little like Mercedes Benz thing at the very
Yeah.
front.
I'm gonna come in there. I'm gonna slam that thing down on the table. I think this should cover us for the week.
He picks it up, gnaws on it a little bit. Oh, yes. Oh, perfect. Now, what about those laborers? What happened with them?
He found them.
No,
They were
I
dead.
thought we were going after the
they
laborers.
didn't
I
come
must have
back
missed
with
it.
you.
I was trying to go to the laborers or follow them.
I don't understand. They didn't come back with you. How'd you find them and not come back with them?
Well, they were dead. Right, Artax?
Did I miss
No,
a page? I thought
we
we
need
were like
to-
going to go after the laborers, but
I
now
thought we
we're
were
like-
going to like stock up and then go after them.
That was the impression. I
Oh,
was under
gotcha.
as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
like
Meanwhile, Zurich is now trying to say they were dead.
Yeah. Can I roll like an insight on that? Because I actually don't know anything about these laborers. So like,
Yeah,
you might be telling me.
you're lost. You
Okay.
you have
I'm
no
just,
idea
like-
what they're talking about.
I'm just hot. I'm just sitting back, just like, God.
all right, then I'm gonna explain to them what he was trying to tell us about the laborers that some people have gone missing.
PP is very anxious to get going and getting going to find him. He's like, "Let's go!" Kind of tugging.
Fair enough. All right, so you
I was
all
like, these aren't the laborers. Oh,
You'll
Sorry, I thought you were talking about my associates. They died a while back. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, wait, no. Hey. He starts looking at the four new faces.
yeah. Are they kitted out to be like walking the wastes here in the desert?
Aw, thank you for the
No.
gifted sub, Sergeant Fubar. You are awesome.
Whoop, whoop.
Oh, hey, cool.
So, wait, did you all come from that ship too?
In a manner of speaking.
Oh
No.
man, there was just a bunch of other ones that came through here. Real hoity-toity. I don't know. They had weird names. There was Tomas, Lord Tomas.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and there was this other girl. She looked like Omega. Had a gem in her forehead. Man, what was her name? Gwendoline, maybe.
Where did they head off to?
Oh, they left a while ago. They were going to do something with Omega.
All right. Well, I have
They thought
good
you were
news,
locked on the
then.
ship.
They locked me on the ship and left me for dead.
That's right. Yeah. Well, I mean, Tomas didn't say anything about leaving you for dead, but he said you were secured.
Yeah, that's about right. So, good news. I don't care to go meet up with them right now because I don't want to have to kill them in front of Omega. So, I guess we should go find these peons.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Well, I know Omega is trying to secure some more passage, like a better way, better ship, one that's not, destroyed in the desert. So, I mean,
Do you know where that is?
the new ship? No.
Yeah, okay.
But there's only a couple of ports here on Athos. So,
Can
I'll be
I...
sure to let you know when I get word.
Well, can you actually do me one better?
Sure.
I will give you a trinket if you simply place these items in one of the rooms of the new ship.
Oh, okay. What you got?
I hand him a rolled up scroll from my pack that seems to be like a 17-inch by like 20-inch roll of something, and then a smaller one, and then a little piece of wood with a lightning symbol on it. Just put these in a room whenever the ship gets made, and they'll be fine. Don't tell anybody, though. That's the important part.
Okay, then. Yeah, sure.
And here are these for you. I hand him a couple healing potions and some precious metal keys and a small silver mirror.
Oh, all right. Looks at the potions. He's like, well, I guess I could sell these. I mean, they're kind of junk, but these, though. He's like obsessed with the keys and the mirror.
Have at it. Thank you.
All right, cool. Well, so y'all are gonna go check on my laborers then?
Pew Pew would
like
very
tugging
much
his
like that.
around,
Yeah.
like, let's go.
Oh, let's go.
Yes.
Fuck. Okay, bird.
Birdman. Okay. Well, with that,
I just want to make sure they get kitted out because it didn't look like they were ready to survive in the desert.
Oh,
Now they are.
so they're not dressed in like desert garb or anything like that, but they're definitely adventurers. They've got the good stuff, the good gears.
All right, well, the sand gets everywhere. Word to the wise.
Dun dun dun. But with that, we are going to end this episode as we are at an hour and a half. That is our time. Thank you all so much for coming to play.
Brown bird.
Brown
What?
bird?
Brown bird.
I'm a big
Well,
fan
what you
of our
assume to be like
internet.
a light brown bird, he like does a bird ruffle thing, and it turns out he's actually black. It was just all the sand and stuff he made.
That's the most character development we've seen.
Wait, what?
We lost Ashley.
Oh.
Yep, there she is.
Oh no!
Sorry, I lost
Our table. All right. But yeah, thank you all very much for coming to play. And thank you to all the listeners and viewers who are checking this out. We hope you tune in to the next time to see if these crazy people can find the laborers. Just saying, they're probably already dead, but it's cool.
Jazz hands.
And if they're not already, they soon will be.
Fact.
Oh no!
But thank you all very, very much, and we will see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.